leaders across the country are pioneering a new marketplace of supportive housing options, recognizing that one first leads to the next. After graduating from the First Place Transition Academy, Will moved to his own apartment at one of the 2 multi-generational planned communities developed by the Foundation for Senior Living and First Place AZ to meet the affordable housing needs of autistic adults and seniors. First Place provides supportive amenities such as job navigation, life skills classes, and social activities.
We got some people here filming us. When I was a kid, I used to be in the railroad, so now it's in the historic architecture, especially Victorian. And mostly it helps me with Sims. It's a game where you create people, build houses for them, let them live lives.
In our state, only 1/3 of individuals with neurodiversities are eligible for long-term support services. And so if their families are not able financially or physically to provide those supports, then they are at risk of becoming homeless.
You can't change certain things the way you can in The Sims. Yeah. I could use more of a money income for one, but I'm doing part-time right now and I don't want to keep it that way.
Our big vision is to ensure that housing and community options are as bountiful for this population as they are for everyone else, which is why we've been advancing a portfolio of options through First Place AZ with the Foundation for Senior Living.
You know, it's a pretty unique community. We have seniors and young adults with neurodiversity. It is a kinder, gentler community.
Having good supportive neighbors who you can talk to and trust, it does make me feel safe.
It's really important that we engage neurodiverse individuals to identify what are their needs and then what are their preferences, so that we can build communities and those supportive amenities that really help people to stay housed.
Sorry, back to me.
Since graduating from the Transition Academy, Will is now living on his own, working, living independently, thriving in his community.
I feel like no matter how hard life gets, just keep going. Yeah? I'm just gonna use a famous movie quote. You can shine no matter what you're made of. Robots the movie.
Allison lives with her husband, Jeff, in a single-family home their parents purchased. Scattered in a New Haven neighborhood, it's walking distance to the Chapel Haven Schleifer Center, a mixed-use planned community where they met at its transition program years ago. Allison still utilizes their health and fitness classes. Although they have low support needs now, age-in-place features will allow them to stay in their home if needs change.
We went out to dinner and I proposed to her on the beach.
I had a feeling the whole time that something fishy was going on.
Well, she did cry.
Yeah, I did. And I'm glad I found this wonderful, adorable guy. I work at the New Haven Yale bookstore.
Allison came on board as part of our rush hiring 15 years ago. Everybody in the store loves her. She's consistent, she's reliable, she's a self-starter, and she's a good core person to have that brings stability to the store.
There's some things I can do on my own, independently. It's just sometimes I need a little bit of support of Chapel Haven.
Chapel Haven Schleifer Center provides our adults the support to become the individuals that they want to be. We are a classroom without walls. We teach our adults how to live independently in the community and access the resources that are available to them. Everything is a choice.
Most of our adults come to us needing support in every place imaginable, and we are benchmarking toward independence. We measure progress in the classroom setting, in our apartments, and in the community. And usually when they're done with our residential program, they really only need about 2.5 hours of support from our support coordinators a week.
I wanted to live life like everybody else, like my sisters have. To find true love for the rest of my life, which I have. You're hiding my heart.
Thank you, honey. I feel the same way.
And that is life. So I finally got what I wanted. I achieved that goal.
John shares a single-family home with 3 housemates in a planned community at 29 acres. Being pedestrian-oriented, he is no longer isolated in a home, as his neighborhood is free of through traffic. John enjoys many physical amenities designed to be cognitively accessible and sensory friendly, like giant swings, walking paths, and common spaces for karaoke or special interest classes. He has moved from one-to-one support to sharing staff.
John is 24 and has minimal language. He likes to stay busy. He likes to do lots of different things. And he also has a history of life-threatening elopement. He has run into highways before. So he really does require 24/7 oversight to enjoy the success that he's had. For him, a scattered group home in a typical neighborhood would be very isolating because the doors would be locked or there would be a big fence around it. So I think this kind of setting is somewhat of a safety net. And I also think it's more social for him.
29 Acres serves the full spectrum of neurodiversity. So each person really has their own individual life plan, their own pathway, and then their own individual support services and then goals within the community.
Or do you want to add something else?
When somebody gets to choose their life and make their choices, that's their reinforcement. So it really helps their overall quality of life.
John and other people who are on the spectrum want to live happy, full lives, just like us. They just need a little extra support.
Just because you have different setbacks in your life, that doesn't mean that you can't be successful. John is ready to work every day and takes that task away from me where I can really just focus on front desk tasks.
There is always something that he can do to help. And we love to help him and he helps us too. So it's a way to incorporate people with disabilities to help the activities in the community.
John has thrived in the last couple of years. He has 2 part-time jobs. His unsafe problem behavior of elopement has significantly decreased. He is able to participate and actively engage. He is really finding his place in the world.
One first leads to the next.
This is my apartment.
We need more places in the world, and it starts with that one. That one in your community, that one student, that one resident, that one opportunity that's going to open another door for someone else.
A Place in the World is the universal language to research, develop, and achieve supportive housing solutions. Download the A Place in the World Housing Market Guide at aplaceintheworld.org. This video is a production of the First Place Global Leadership Institute with generous support from the Make Waves Family Foundation.